I can do it.
Alright, so my name is Fatima. I go to St. Louis Community College, and I am 23. I have a 3-year-old. So today I'm actually going to be talking about organic foods and how it's beneficial to your body, also the environment, and animals. So the first point, I do want to discuss how organic food is good for your health. It actually contains more nutrients. Studies shown in the British Journal of Nutrition actually show that there's 50% more nutrients in organic food compared to non-organic food. So those nutrients include omega-3 fatty acids, and those omega-3 fatty acids are in like meats and dairies that are organic. They actually produce better immune function and neurological function. So it's good for your brain and good for you to fight off diseases and viruses that are exposed to us every day. It also contains anthocyanins and flavonols, which contribute to obesity control, also diabetes alleviations. So those are also antioxidants and influence cardiovascular disease prevention. So it's really good for your heart to consume organic foods because they are going to be rich in those nutrients that are good for your body. And there's no pesticides in organic food production. So that's good for your health because there's natural fertilizers such as manure and compost that are used to grow these plants and these crops that we are eating. If you are eating foods that are non-organic, they're going to have pesticides that actually are linked to cancers and can cause mutations in our cells. The way that they control the weeds, like naturally, they use birds that can eat like the insects that are flying on the foods. They also use hand weeding instead of like their the plant killers that they spray. So that's not good for you either. They have harsh chemicals, and they also are linked to birth defects and weaken immune systems. So there's also no GMOs in foods. GMOs are genetically modified organisms. That's DNA that's altered in labs. So basically, this is not a natural process. Um, McDonald's also, they just added like 2016. They just introduced GMO-free chicken nuggets. And why? Because GMOs cause organ damage, slow brain growth, and thickening of digestive tract. So when you eat foods that are non-organic and you eat them a lot, you actually will notice that your stomach might start hurting, or you'll have issues with constipation because it's really bad for your digestive system to basically process foods that are not natural. So those foods that are modified in labs are not good for you. And when you eat organic foods, you won't have to worry about those type of problems. Organic foods that are consumed help with allergies. If you have any allergies to preservatives or chemicals, when you consume organic foods, it's gonna help you with those symptoms because either it's gonna allow them to go away or it's gonna alleviate you from those problems. I know a lot of people that I work with have migraines, and they eat organic foods to kind of help with the preservatives that are in foods and the chemicals that contribute to those symptoms. Organic food production eliminates soil and water contamination. So when you buy organic foods, you don't actually think about how they are produced. Whenever you get organic foods, they're free of the pesticides and those chemicals. People use artificial fertilizers when they grow plants. So whenever you have organic foods, those pesticides that are absent in organic foods actually contribute to insects being killed off. So there's bees right now that are endangered, and some of the reasons that they're endangered is because they are consuming pesticides. So it's killing them, and they're actually good for our environment. So we need those bees and those types of beneficial insects. Those chemicals also penetrate the soil, so that leads to water contamination. Obviously, that's not good. Also, organic foods help to fight against global warming because most of the food is produced locally. So when you have local markets, then you don't have to worry about energy being used for transportation, so that actually reduces carbon dioxide emissions that pollute the air. And the last point I would like to make are the standards that the USDA sets for organic foods and livestock. So on organic farms, the animals are not given antibiotics. They are raised on certified organic land, and they're not fed byproducts. So animals have to be healthy in order for us to get healthy food. Illnesses can actually pass through meat. I've seen I've seen Popeyes like pictures of a worm that was found in like Popeye's food, so that's not good. So when you eat like organic foods, you don't have to worry about that because these animals are fed clean water, and they are not going to get like heartworms or things like that that can get us sick. The standards that the USDA sets for foods, let me see, they ensure that our farms are putting out organic foods, and you want to look for the USDA label on the food packaging so that you know that, the animals are not given the antibiotics and that those standards have been applied to your food production. Okay? So I do want to thank you guys for allowing me to point out how organic foods can help with your body, the environment, and animals. And I hope that you guys think twice about, whenever you're going to the grocery store and consuming foods that are non-organic, because it's really not good for you in the long run. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's very informative. Okay, time is up.
You guys have a good night. Thank you so much.
Thank you again.